Welcome back into the showcast. Our guest this week is a Welsh actress who got her start on some great BBC programs such as Crash and Being Human. But now she can be seen every week on Fox's hit show Gotham, which returned from its fall break dubbed Wrath of the Villains this past Monday, February 29th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Please welcome the wonderful Erin Richards. Erin, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me. How do you know I'm wonderful?
Well, our listeners haven't heard it, but
from the few minutes we've spent with you.
Yes, from the few minutes we got to spend with you before this.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure on me now to be wonderful for the next 20 minutes. But if I'm just average, here she is, the entirely average Erin Richards. That would be better because then I've got nothing to live up to, or everything to prove.
Well, our listeners won't get to hear it, but you already won us over just from the little talk we had. But get ready for this. So,
thanks,
so as I had mentioned, Gotham had returned. It returned back from its fall break this past Monday for Wrath of the Villains, which I just want to say I love that about this show, that they're actually giving these cool little subtitles to the portions of the seasons. I know.
Yeah.
The first half of season 1 was Rise of the Villains, and now we're into Wrath.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, where'd you go from Rise? You have to bring Wrath in.
Yeah, but now where do you go after? It could be Clash.
Right, where'd you go after Wrath? Maybe like the bedtime of the villains, like the crash of the villains. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
like
the clash.
Of the villains.
They have to
fall.
The
clash.
Yeah.
Crash of the villains. I thought you said crash.
Well, crash could work too.
Sugar high. You had loads of sugar and then you just have a major crash.
Yeah,
crash of the villains. We all just sit around feeling a bit sorry for ourselves and tired, over exuded.
For any of our listeners who haven't had a chance to check out Gotham yet, which we don't know what they're waiting for if that's the case, but
I know. What have you been doing, people?
Tell us a little bit about your character, Barbara.
So, Babs, hashtag Stabby Babs, I call her. I'm trying to start that up. It's not really happening.
We'll help out.
Maybe your listeners. Yeah, if we could start a new campaign. So Babs, she started off as Jim Gordon's fiance in the first series. Jim Gordon's the lead, played by Ben McKenzie. She was like a good girl. She was kind of very rich, kind of living up in her beautiful apartment, and she had a little bit of an edge, but she was essentially kind of a bit of a savior for him. He could go and hang out in her lovely apartment and get away from everything. And then very soon we realized that wasn't really going to sustain itself for the entire 6 years of hopefully the series. So we decided, the writers decided to make her bad. So she, spoiler alert, killed her parents. And now in the second series, she's just gone completely to the dark side. And it's been a really great ride. Obviously, such a fun thing to play. All of that kind of juiciness.
Yeah.
So yeah, but right now she has. I mean, I don't know how much spoilers to give. She's fallen out of a window in the first part of the second series, and now she's in a coma.
So,
which is great because I get to go in week after week and just lie in a bed.
Just lie in a bed and just.
And then just take the check at the end of the night. I'm like, cheers, guys.
You ever actually fall asleep when you're laying there?
One time I fell asleep. Yeah, I had to be woken up. No, I'm back acting again now, and it's a lot of fun.
When Gotham was introduced, I mean, and since its introduction back last season with the first season, there's been so many characters that have been introduced from Batman lore. Were you familiar with a lot of these characters before even taking the part of Barbara?
Yeah, I've always been a Batman fan. That was my number one superhero, just because he was more accessible than the other ones. You know what I mean? You don't have powers when you're a kid, so Batman was the one that I was like, oh, if I was a dude with a load of money and a cave, I could be Batman. So that was the one that I liked. And then, there's just such iconic. I remember watching all of the films, like the Tim Burton films when I was a kid, and seeing Michelle Pfeiffer playing Catwoman. That was one of the most amazing things I'd ever seen when I was younger. Just how badass she was. So I've always been really into them. I'm not so much into the comics, but I have obviously read more of them since getting the role, and just really into we've got some amazing baddies coming in this second part of the second season. Mr. Freeze is in there. We can see him he appeared last night, obviously, in Hugo Strange. and we're going to see Azrael later on. So it's just like,
Oh, that'd be cool.
yeah, like for big Batman fans, like we bring in just all the coolest villains and stuff. So
Yeah.
we'll have a good time.
Well, like you mentioned, Barbara has a lot of dark points so far in the year and a half that Gotham's been on. Did that kind of worry you at all, or were you more excited to see that side of her when you read it?
Oh, definitely excited. There's nothing like playing a villain. You get to have all the fun as the villains because, you know, it's like completely, it's like someone's just like, go ahead, do whatever you fancy, like be totally free. It's like when, in life, when you just want to say all the things that you're not allowed to say.
Yep.
You know, like that dress looks terrible on you, that hair is awful, like whatever you want to say to people. And you can't say it. So I think that's kind of what she does. She walks around telling men that they have terrible hair when she's off screen.
I don't know if this is something you have heard or not in regards to Babs or scary #scary Babs. But
Stabby.
Oh, Stabby Babs. Sorry.
We can't start Scary Babs rival hashtag. That was really confused.
Okay.
It'll split the vote.
All right, so Stabby Babs. That's what we're gonna do. #Stabby Babs.
Yeah, we gotta have the right hashtag.
Hashtag Stabby Babs. Yeah.
But I mean, I guess you could, if you're familiar with some of the characters, I guess, at least in my opinion, there could be some comparisons to Babs to almost like she's a Harley Quinn of Gotham. I don't know. I don't know if
you're not. Yeah, that's weird. No one's made that comparison yet.
Really?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
Saying that.
That's what I thought, because I thought that was a free one.
I just came up with it out of nowhere.
Well, no, I didn't just come up with that. I had heard it before, so I'm gullible. I had thought when you said that you had never heard that before. I'm not surprised.
No, like,
you also thought the hashtag was Scary Babs.
Everybody is always like, "Are you going to be Harley Quinn?" And
yeah.
The answer is, I don't know.
So, well, that's something people are just going to have to watch to find out. So.
Exactly.
And I know
it takes 6 years.
It's true. And I know, depending on which storyline you read in the comic books, and I know this is something you know as well because I've seen previous interviews with you and such, Barbara Keene, depending on the storyline, eventually becomes Barbara Gordon, a.k.a. the mother of Batgirl. I mean, and with the condition,
I think Batgirl is Barbara Gordon. Barbara Keene always stays Barbara Keene, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, but Barbara Keene is the mother of Batgirl, I believe.
Yes.
In the comic book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Batgirl is Barbara Gordon. Yeah.
Okay. So I mean,
she named her child after herself.
Well, with the personality she has, it's not surprising.
Right.
But with obviously with the way everything is going with your character now, do we see? Or even if I know you don't know, obviously, that far in the future, but personally, do you think there's a chance of that even still happening with her and with, Jim Gordon reconciling a little bit?
Well, so there's some really interesting things coming up in this season now in Wrath of the Villains. With them, like, there's a very pivotal moment that's going to come around about episode, 17, 18, that will kind of speak to that. And the big question is, can Barbara Keene be redeemed? Because she's obviously killed her parents, which is a huge deal. She's also threatened Lee's life, Lee Tompkins, who Jim is now, completely in love with. So I think that reconciliation she's looking for from Jim is such a big deal to her and such a big part of the story that it will kind of influence whether that can happen in the future or whether they'll actually move further away from each other, at the end of the series. So it's kind of like they're very tied, Jim and Barbara, they've had obviously some really hard times, but they go back the longest, out of all of these relationships that Jim has, it's Harvey and Barbara. Those are the two people that he's known the longest in Gotham. So they're kind of like the dark and the light side of him.
Yeah.
So he can't get away.
So, well, I'm looking forward to seeing how they touch on that storyline too. Because I'm a fan of the Batman lore as well. Not as big into the comics, but like you, the movies and such. But I do know, I do know some of the story about with Batgirl and things like that from some of the animated series and things like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see what they do with it.
Yeah, and I think people really want Batgirl to show up. So I'm sure at some point there'll be some sort of, hopefully something in that direction.
Yeah. Another thing I didn't realize either until looking into it a little further is your character is actually the first LGBT character to be portrayed on the show. Because she has...
Yes, I am, yeah.
Is that something you were comfortable with when they told you, or were you, or something that you had to adjust to?
No, I'm totally comfortable with that. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Oh, I don't
If
know.
somebody asked me to get on a camera and kiss Ben, I don't know that I would do it.
Really? You wouldn't just kiss a guy?
I guess it depends on the check that they wrote me.
You wouldn't just do it for the experience? Like, what if you found out you were gay suddenly?
My wife would be a little upset, I guess.
Well, better now than, like 20 years down the line.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I feel like acting is such a joyous kind of way to explore things that I'm kind of open to anything as long as it's not, too horrendous. I think it's like a really fun way to explore life, and it's fake. It's not, it's not real. So
that's a good way to look at it.
Totally simple. Yeah.
And like Ben said earlier, you've done a lot of major British TV, and I know us on this podcast, we're fans of a lot of the stuff BBC has. Especially, I think Sherlock is one of the better shows out there. Ben, I know, is a fan of Doctor Who. Have
you guys seen Peaky Blinders?
I've seen the first season. I don't think I've seen the second yet. It's really good.
Yeah, and Black Mirror, that's another really great one that's come out of the UK recently. Not recently. I mean, it's been going on a while, but it's kind of been discovered over here because it just came out on Netflix, I think.
Yeah, they're both in my Netflix queue right now. So it's just finding the time to watch them.
Bump them up to the top. Everyone's talking about Black Mirror.
Yeah, that's what I hear. It's isn't it kind of a little bit odd?
Yeah, but it's sci-fi, so it's always going to be a bit odd. It's like alternative dimension realities and stuff. So it's, if you like your Doctor Who's, etc., it's kind of in that vein, but a bit. It's the way I like sci-fi, which is like a kind of world that could exist in the future, rather than there is some sci-fi that is just completely implausible. I like ones that are like mirroring our realities and just kind of pushing it a bit.
Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard it has
Charlie
kind
Brooker.
of
He's the writer and the creator, and he's very interesting and has done a lot of work with like Armando Iannucci. What's his name? Armando Iannucci, and the guy that does Veep. And he did something called Brass Eye, which is like this incredible TV series, like early 2000s, which is also worth a watch if you haven't seen that. It's all like just kind of very sophisticated sci-fi.
Yeah, I was gonna say my list is getting longer of things I need to watch.
Have you seen Ex Machina? That's another one.
Man, I can't.
The film.
I've been meaning to watch that movie for months now.
So good. I've been calling it Ex Machina.
I know.
That's what I called it too.
Everyone's like, it's Ex Machina. And I'm like, oh, whatever.
Well, then spell it with a K.
Shut up. Yeah. Phonetically spell it out then. I'm Welsh. I'm dyslexic.
What when coming to do a show like Gotham though, back on the British television part, was that a big adjustment? Because I've heard that British TV and American TV can be pretty different in a lot of aspects.
Yeah, it's just the scale is different. So, thank you, Sam. My friend just brought me a spoonful of chocolate. I'm at a friend's. We're having like a cultural. Oh, it's really dry in my mouth now. We're having a cultural like gathering of all of our friends. So, like, we do this every now and again. Everyone brings a poem or a song, and we all like discuss something. Oh, and we make chocolate. So that's what's happening right now. Yeah, it's very. It's bigger. The scale is bigger in America, like with everything. You guys just like to, like, I like it, but I want it bigger. That's what I always say about America.
The scary part is it's not always better.
Well, more is more.
Right.
I might say.
Well, one more.
I like it.
One more question I had, and then we'll let you get back to your chocolate party.
It's totally cool. having a lovely chat, so I'm fine. I've got chocolate, so I'm totally happy.
Well, I
You
saw
know
you
how
went.
easy it is? Should we start a revolution? Do you know
Yeah.
how easy it is to make chocolate?
No. Is it really easy?
5 ingredients, okay? You get a bowl, you buy some cocoa powder, which is just like 100% cacao from the bean. You can buy it in like Whole Foods or whatever. It's just in a bag. It's 100% cacao chocolate. Then you buy organic coconut oil, organic raw honey, salt, and you can also put cacao nibs in, which is basically like flaked version of. Oh no! I just dropped chocolate on myself. It's on my new jumper. Anyway, so you get a bowl. You put just like a little mound of the cacao in the bowl. Then you put the coconut oil. You have to have it at room temperature. When it's kind of summer, it's best because you need it to be liquid. You pour it in, you mix it up. Then you take a spoonful of the honey, you put that in, you mix it in. Then you take a little pinch of Himalayan salt, pink salt. And then if you want to put the cacao nibs on top, you do that too. You mix it all together. You don't even have to cook it, nothing like that. You mix it together in like a paste. You put it into a mold and you stick it in the fridge. Boom, chocolate.
Wow.
You're making me really hungry.
I know.
It's healthy and there's no sugar in it. Because I have to say, I do love America, but your chocolate is the worst chocolate I've ever tasted. And I'm not going to get, I'm not going to get any deals with Hershey's or whatever. So I'm pretty happy to say. Do you know what happened, apparently? When Americans first started making chocolate, I'm going off on a right tangent here. What's Gotham? Gotham's right.
No, I'm enjoying this.
When America started making chocolate, you couldn't, the milk that you put in, I think, was gone off milk, or you couldn't use proper milk. It was some weird thing with the milk, where I think actually it was gone off milk. That's what they were putting into the chocolate. So, but people got so used to that now they add a gone off milk flavor into the chocolate. That's what I heard.
Oh, that's weird.
On the chocolate vine. So yeah, if you ever taste like any other, British chocolate is so much better than American chocolate. But if you make the chocolate that I'm saying, you just make your own chocolate.
That sounds interesting.
Much more healthy for you.
I am gonna
try that.
I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna try it.
It's so easy. I just can't even tell you. And until somebody tells you how easy it is, you just think that there's this chocolate machine somewhere in the world that I could never make chocolate. That's done by the chocolate machine. But no, you just mix 4 or 5 ingredients in a bowl and you've got chocolate.
Well, when you go to Hershey, which is in Pennsylvania, and you see how they make it, you are led to believe that you need all these big machines in order to make chocolate. I know,
because they've got all these big machines, and they're putting crap in it. Like, they're putting all that terrible cane sugar and also ruining the planet. Like, all you need is some honey from the bees' bums, and the bees are really happy to do that.
You totally ruined Hershey Park for me.
Yeah, sorry, Hershey's. Well, that's okay, because Hershey's is ruining the world for us. So I think good.
I only live an hour away from there
balance.
too. I gotta boycott.
Oh, we'll go down there and tell them. I'm sure Hershey's is a wonderful chocolate company. I'm sorry to anyone who works for them or likes their chocolate.
I'm gonna make this chocolate and I'm gonna go sell it right outside of Hershey Park. And see if people
and
like
call
it.
It like Hershey's.
Yeah. His cheese or something like that. Yeah, exactly.
Her cheese. Oh, why do you make cheese and call it her cheese?
There you go. I think we got something.
Was there a question back there? There was a question, wasn't there, about Gotham?
I think you answered it. So.
Yeah.
You answered the question. We just went off on a completely different tangent. That's all.
Not only is American TV bigger, the chocolate sucks. I think that's where we ended up.
I'm going to get in trouble for saying that. I actually quite like their white one. What's their white one? The cookies and cream. That one's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they make a lot of different stuff too. I mean, they have this thing that it has a pretzel in it. I think it's called Take 5. That is really good.
We're giving Hershey's a lot of exposure here.
Yeah, we are.
They can't be that angry with us.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though I essentially am trying to put them out of business.
I always heard no press is bad press.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you went to the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama, and obviously you partake in the drama part. Is there any musical background there too, or did you just stick to the drama?
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't do any in college, but I sing and write my own songs.
Okay.
Which is nice. Yeah, I'm writing an album at the moment.
Really?
Hopefully with a friend of mine called Alison Siddall, who's in a fine frenzy. She's moving near me soon, so I'm hoping to like rope her into my album.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep an eye out for that. The only reason I asked about the musical thing is because I saw on your Twitter, which is at Erin R. Richards, if anybody would like to follow.
Hashtag Stabby Babs.
Yeah. That the Kanye West tweet, it really cracked me up.
Oh, yes. Wasn't that amazing? So Kanye West, for anyone that didn't see it or follow him, which can't be anyone anymore because he's got like 90 million followers, he tweeted, "I'm not crazy, I'm free," which is a direct Barbara Keane quote from episode 3, series 2. So somebody's a Barbara fan.
Yeah.
And I tweeted at him, and I was like, yeah, no one understands her. Just me and you.
Yeah, someone said...
he hasn't got back to me.
Oh, no, you actually said, you know who I've never seen in the same room? Kanye and Babs. They are the same.
Yeah, that's it. You've never seen Kanye and Barbara Keane in the same room. They are the same person. Hashtag only me and you understand each other.
Hashtag Stabby Babs.
Hashtag Stabby Babs. I didn't hashtag that, actually. I mean, how do I expect this thing to spread if I won't, in relevant times, put hashtag Stabby Babs? You're going to have to do it for me, guys.
Well, Erin, we'll let you get back to, your chocolate party.
Your good chocolate.
Your good chocolate. Yeah, exactly. We're going to try that recipe, and we're going to tweet you pictures, and we're going to hashtag it Stabby Babs.
Oh, fabulous. Do it. We'll just have to put it in the fridge. Oh, the only thing is you can't take it anywhere with you because it melts.
Okay.
At room temperature.
That's fine. If it's like chocolate in my apartment, yeah, it won't last very long. So.
Yeah, totally. That's exactly what happens to me. It comes out of the fridge and then a second later it's in my belly. So no problems.
But as Adam said, we want to encourage people to follow you on Twitter at Erin R. Richards, and of course, we want to tell everybody to watch Gotham Monday nights. And I do have to say, wrapping this up, we said that you were the wonderful Erin Richards. You lived up to it by far.
Oh, yeah. Extraordinary, I believe. That was
oh, that's true. Yeah, we're going to have to upgrade it.
Erin Richards.
We're going to have to upgrade it. But Erin, thanks again for spending some time with us. This was a blast.
Thanks, guys.
We're going to be back with the showcast right after this. Stick around.